Okay. A student once said, never do today what you can put off till next week. How many of you are total procrastinators? All of you. Okay, well, I am one of the biggest procrastinators. I like to just, like, take my time. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And when I finally get to it, it's due within the next hour. Like most papers or even speeches that I usually write are done the night before or even that morning. They usually turn out pretty decent. I mean, like, I'm not complaining. That's usually what I do is I grab a case of Monsters, sit there, drink them, and just, like, start typing. I don't know. It turns out good. Usually, I don't know. I even help my boyfriend sometimes with his papers because he's also a total procrastinator. So I'll drive over to his house at like 10 o'clock at night because he has a paper due at 8 o'clock the next morning. So I'll go over there and we'll just sit there until like maybe 1 or 2 in the morning, just like sitting there writing the paper. Turns out he'll get an A. I'm awesome. I don't know. It's just procrastination. It's just one of those things. Like you think you'll do it. You think you'll do it. I mean, we just had a 4-day weekend. I mean, I'm so glad I was doing an impromptu speech because I knew I couldn't have like sat there and just done the prepared one. I mean, I would have just sat there all weekend until last night, which I'm glad I did impromptu. Actually, that's why I did impromptu. Thanks.
Redneck class.
Hey, that was really good. No, that was good. Trust me.
I didn't have to watch it. I only got it time, so I helped them write the freaking paper. So my mom messaged me.
She was a color,
I had schools on one floor. I went to bed. I woke up there.
You want to go there?
They were shaking.
All right, you use the quote as your attention device, and that's a little awkward. I think you need a clearer, excuse me. Nope. All right, I think you need a clearer thesis, although we have a general idea where you're going with the presentation. There's not really any structure, and once you get past a couple of quick examples, you've run out of stuff to say. So there needs to be, I think, a little bit more planning on what the content's going to be. Force yourself to think of a couple of more contexts where this sort of philosophy is true. On the presentation, I think you start off with pretty good energy. There's a lot of variety in your voice, which is nice. It does sound a little bit like you're rushing sometimes. Your gestures are limited at the beginning because you got the notebook in your hand. You get rid of the notebook about halfway through, and that creates a different problem for you because you keep looking over there as if there are going to be notes there. There's something for you to look at. There's got to be something more, and you kind of turn your body and your head to the side, and that looks awkward for the rest of the speech. So it's a double-edged sword, getting the book out of your hand. Not having it in the first place, I think, would probably be the best thing for you, so that you don't feel that dependent on what you've written down there. Your facial expressions, you look animated and involved, but you're not always engaged with the audience. It's just more like I'm up here and I'm talking instead of talking to the audience. Your eye contact is inconsistent as a consequence. And the conclusion of the speech seemed a little bit rushed. All right, thank you